This is Sean from SeanConrad.com. Let me tell you this real quick, because right now it's allergy season in Georgia and my allergies are acting up. There's pollen all over the place. It's crazy. But let me share something with you. For all you people, you might be doing beats, you might want to be a producer, you might want to do audio engineering and mix records and yada yada and yada yada. You should think about post-production sound. I took a class to learn more about audio engineering, work on records, blah, 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 blah. Took this class. The dude teaching the class was like, are you interested in post-production sound? Did you know it pays like twice as much as what you can make as a music engineer and the hours are less? I was like, keep talking. So he told me the hours are more like 9 to 5. You can make a great living. You don't have to work on the weekends and you don't have to be here all night. I was like, keep talking. Come to find out, I would be able to take what I was making at the time, which was like 16,000 a year, because I started like as an intern assistant, started from the ground level, right? And I can turn that into 30 grand a year, right? Assisting someone who was already doing post-production sound and moving up the ranks, doing some post-production jobs myself. And there's even post-production for music. Like, one of the ways that I was making my way up the ladder, I was doing the radio edits for all these songs that were coming from Def Jam. Working with Kevin Liles and Filet Night over at Def Jam and taking out the curses on all these songs. Dru Hill for Wu-Tang, Method Man, Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life, all of that stuff. I did the radio versions for those songs. That's considered post-production sound. It's after the fact. Post-production, meaning you're not on the set while they're filming the movie. You're not there doing the sound there. You're doing the sound after all that's done, right? So it's shot, the video is edited, and then I come in, and what am I doing? I'm adding footsteps, wind, explosions. That bird that you hear in all those commercials where it's like, oh, it's like in every commercial that you've seen, in every movie scene where there's a desert shot and they show the bird in the sky and it's, oh, it's not even the right sound for that bird. All post-production audio engineers for years have been adding that same sound because you think the bird up there made that sound. That's what post-production sound is about, right? You're creating this realistic soundscape, this atmosphere. So when you hear a radio commercial and the guy's like, I'm here outside of what you call it, and the helicopter's landing, blah, 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 blah. He didn't record that where the helicopter's landing. Do you think they were like, we're going to do this radio commercial. Don't forget to rent the helicopter, which could be thousands of dollars per hour. No, the guy does the voiceover in the booth. I add the wind, the helicopter sound, and all that stuff, traffic sounds, and you hear that in your car, and you feel like he's there. Post-production sound. So I went from 30 grand, and then when I left the place that I started doing the post-production sound at, I got a starting salary of $90,000 a year. They were like, let's try 90 for starters. Doing exactly what I was doing when I was making 30 grand? Sign me up. When you do post-production sound for television commercials, there's guys out there who do sound for those Super Bowl commercials that you watch every Super Bowl. Those guys make like $250,000 a year, $300,000 a year. No, I'm not making these numbers up. When you have clientele that brings the studio you work for in somewhere around $1 million per year, they will cut you 25% of that. $250K of that for bringing your $1 million worth of clientele to that studio. Here, take 25% of that. That's $250K that you're getting adding sound effects to visuals. The words going across the screen. Footsteps. Heels on steps. Walking on leaves. Walking on grass. Explosions. Cars skidding. You mix that, you record the voiceover talent, you put it all together, somebody gives you music, you don't even have to make the music. A composer gives you the music, you mix that in with your sound effects, with the voices. Boop boop. Give me my $250 a year. I didn't make $250 grand a year, but when I was doing audio post-production, I made a nice $127K a year. Working on cartoon shows. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Laughing my ass off while working on cartoon shows and things like that. Making a good salary, taking care of my family, taking care of my responsibilities and my bills. So, I'm just saying, you might be into making beats, which is cool. I love it. I love it. You might be thinking, you know, I want to work on records. I want to mix the next such and such record. I love it. If you cool with being at the studio all night long, 3 days in a row, possibly not showering or brushing your teeth for a few days, it's cool. It's cool, you know. And that doesn't happen all the time, but I'm just saying, you might want to consider doing post-production sound. And a plush, beautiful living room setup or theater setup, and going home or working remotely from home, working on things that you know are coming on television next month or in the next week or this weekend. Radio commercials that you're going to hear in your car that people can hear and you can tell your friends and family, I just worked on this. You're going to love it. It's a series, blah, 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 blah. And get your 127K. Yeah. I'll be talking more about this. I just wanted to drop this little nugget, and you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. This is Sean Conrad, and I'm out.